Chapter 24, Part C, brief, about the vendor statement and the purchaser statement. So on the vendor side, if you look at the vendor's tree account, on the debit side you see the commission $10,220. So how did you come to 10,220? It says the 5% of the first 100,000. So 5% of the first 100,000 is $5,000.
Where are we? On the last page?
And 1.5% on the balance. If you do the 1.5 by 348, or sorry 348,
Yeah.
it becomes 5220. So you add 5,000 plus 5220, become $10,220 commission. So that will come on the seller's debit side. Then purchasers assume first mortgage. So basically he assumed the first mortgage of the seller, which is 123,544. So it will go to the buyer's credit side. If you look on the right side, it's on the right side of the buyer's T account, 123,544. But if you look on the left side, so discharge first mortgage for the seller side is 123.
So buyer is assuming his second mortgage too.
Yeah, first mortgage.
First mortgage.
Yeah, right. 123,544. And then purchaser assumes second mortgage. Purchaser also assumes second mortgage from the seller, which is $98,000.
Oh, the second mortgage is $98,000.
Yeah, $98,000. So which the amount was missing in the sum. So you can write down there. And then the tax adjustment. So how do you do the tax adjustment? If the completion, possession and adjustment date is February 18th. So now you have to calculate the number of days from January to February 17th. Because one day the buyer pays. Possession day the buyer pays.
Possession day the buyer pays.
Yeah.
Day before is the seller pays.
Yeah. So from January 31st to February 17th is 48 days, right? So 48 days divided by 3.
Is that wrong? From January 1st to February 7th.
Yeah, January 1st to February 17th, right? Yeah. So it becomes like a 48 days. So 48 days divided by 365 multiply
1456.40.
multiply 1456.40. How did he come to 1456.40? So the taxes he paid in 99 was 1,324. But it's a 10% increase in 2005. So 1324, so 10% more of $132.40. So 1324, so you add $132.40, $1,456.40. So what do you do now? 48 divided by 365 multiply 1456.40, you will find $191.03. So you write on the debit side of sellers. So seller is gonna pay so $191.53, and on the buyer side, so basically it's a credit to the buyer. So write on 191.53, and then the conveyancing fee. So the car paid how much? $700, right? So write on the debit side of car. Also he paid $250 for a new mortgage. So also write down then $250. So on the buyer side. And then it says discharge second mortgage. So if you read the statement, it says second mortgage was $23,000 for the seller. So basically you write $23 on the debit side. Then discharge fee $75, you write down there on the seller side. So if you add all of them, it will be $157,030.53 for the seller side. But how much he sold for house? 448,000. So 448 minus 157,030.53, he will get the money 290,969.47 in his hand, check from the lawyer. Okay, on the completion date. And on the other hand, you see the buyer side, buyer buys for how much? 448. He get a credit of 25,000 deposit because he gave a $25,000 deposit when he did the contract of purchase sale. So that's a credit.
Is it a credit or is it a debit?
It's a credit because he already paid. Buyer already paid. right? Payout, right?
Oh, he's a payout.
Yeah, 25,000, 123,000 he had a mortgage, first mortgage assumed from the seller. 98,000 also second mortgage assumed. And 191 he is getting a credit from the seller for tax adjustment. If you add all of them, it becomes 246. So 246, how much he bought for? 448. So 448 minus 246 is $202 and $214.47 he has to pay. From where he is paying? He is paying from his sale proceed. So he is selling one other house. Okay? So basically, or he has to bring a check. So the buyer pays 202. Okay? Now we go to the next one, deposits. So where do you pay the deposit? Deposit paid to realtor interest. If you pay to highlight realtor interest, if the deposit is given to the realtor interest, so in the trust account, right?
Yeah.
For example, it goes to Omex Realty's trust account.
Yeah.
So then it will show as a credit to a buyer. Highlight credit to a buyer, but it does not show up on the vendor side, but it only goes to the trust account. It does not show to the highlight, doesn't show. But if it's deposit paid directly to vendor, for example, rather than depositing the trust account, we directly pay to the seller. So what happened then? It's a credit to the purchaser, right? And does show as a debit to the vendor.
Yes, a debit or
Right? So it does show debit. So in the example they will say direct deposit. So this is credit to the buyer and debit to the vendor. But if it's in trust account, so then it doesn't show on the vendor side. So one mark. Then excluded from the statement. What is excluded? Furnace oil tanks left in storage tank usually paid for separately. So the buyer seller do the adjustment privately outside. Highlight furnace oil tank. I'll give you one mark in the exam sometime. Electric gas meter. You know you were asking electric gas meter, right?
Yeah. Water.
Will be read on the date of a possession and adjusted privately by vendor and seller. Okay. So the gas meter. So it's give you one mark. Okay. And the next, mortgage agreement for sale or assuming vendor's mortgage. If the vendor take back, for example, seller give you the mortgage, right? That credit to the buyer and debit to the vendor. Basically, you are selling a home and the buyer has difficulty getting financing, right? He is getting only for $400,000. He needs additional $15,000. So seller says, okay, no problem, I will give you. Vendor take back mortgage. So that means we credit to the buyer and debit to the seller. Discharging mortgage by vendor. So when you discharge the mortgage, so the vendor has a mortgage, for example, you have a mortgage for 300,000, right? Or 250. So that will show as a debit to the vendor, but not on the purchaser side. Because he is not getting, right? Bank is getting the money. So highlight this one. Debit to vendor, but not on purchasers. Then the rent. Credit to purchaser and debit to vendor. Not always. Depending on you have received the rent or not, right? Same as taxes are adjusted. Number of days, right? Basically you calculate the number of days, how much. For example, you already received the rent for 15 days, now you have to give a credit, right? Same way you adjust. Like just the taxes. So number of days divided by 365 multiply, right? Yeah. Security deposit plus accrued interest plus the interest. Credit to purchaser and debit to vendor. Then homeowner's grant. Adjusted. Taxes July falls before adjustment date. Actual taxes paid will be the figure adjusted, right? Actually what you paid. Taxes date July falls after. So basically, so we go back to the same one. Tax adjustment we did already, right?
same on the grant.
Yeah.
Adjusted.
Whatever you paid. Then property transfer tax. Paid by purchaser, debit on purchaser, 1% on the first 200,000, 2% on the remainder. So this one normally comes in exam. Commission, debit to vendor.